Okay, this is problem number 7 on chapter 7, section 2. For this problem, we need to construct a confidence interval using a 90% confidence level, and they give you the data here. This is the sample with 12 elements, and we don't know the value of the population standard deviation, okay? But remember that to use this formula we need to have either this sample size greater than 30 or the population is going to be normally distributed in addition of this condition. Obviously the sample size is not greater than 30, so we need to find out if this comes from a normally distributed population. For that I use the Quantile Plot. Let me show you on my calculator how to do the Quantile Plot. I'll reset this calculator to the defaults and then start doing that. Go to Start, go to Edit, number 1, and type all these numbers on list 1. Do that. Pause the video and do that. And once you are done doing this, go to second Y, that's the stat plot. Select number 1 by pressing enter or hitting the number 1. You need to highlight this one, this option on, and select that the last option right here, which is a normal the Quantile Plot. We go to the right and highlight this. Okay, press enter. Finally, we need to go to Zoom and go down till you find the option that says Zoom Stat, which is number 9. Let me hit number 9, and as you can see here, that follows a reasonable linear pattern. So that means this condition is satisfied. Remember we did that on section 6.5, I guess, to determine if a population is normally distributed, right? So that condition is satisfied, this condition is satisfied, we use that formula. To find the critical value, I need this critical value before using the formula, right? The confidence level is 90%, that is in the middle, 5% is on the left, 5% is on the right. You need to find that critical value, T here, this T value. To find out what that T value is, let me go to second mode to go to the main screen. Press second bars. Number 4 is inverse T. Remember we have area, you want the score. You go to number 4. We type 1 minus 0.05, which is the area on the right. And the degrees of freedom will be 11, which is the sample size minus 1. And we paste that, press enter, and this is what we have for the critical value, 1.8. I'll round it off to 1.8. In addition of that, we need also the standard deviation of the sample and the sample size. Okay. Let me remind you, this is not the same as that. This is for sample, this is for population. We go to Start, we go to Calculate, and we select number 1. All the way down, go all the way down and hit enter, and that's how you get the mean of the sample and the standard deviation of the sample. Let me capture that screen. Okay, so here, so I need the critical value to find the margin of error. I need the critical value, which is 1.8, multiplying the standard deviation of the sample, which is 2.08. Let me round it up to 2.08, and the square root of the sample size, which is the square root of 12. Okay, the sample size is 12. Let me type this and let's see what I get on the calculator. I get 1.8 times 2.08, all this divided by the square root of 12. Okay, and let me write this 1.08. Let me round it up like that. To construct the confidence interval, well, I get the sample mean, which is this part, and I do 7.17. Let me round it up to 7 minus 1.08. That is my lower limit, and it's the lower bound or lower limit here. My upper limit is 7.17 plus 1.08, and if we do that on the calculator, that will be 6.09, and the upper limit will be, let me type second enter and edit this minus symbol and replace it with a plus, 8.25. Okay, so this will be a confidence interval. They want all these confidence interval rounded up to the first decimal place, so let me type 6.1, and this limit will be 8.3. Okay, if you're off by a 0.1 unit, the computer will take it right. This is the tolerance for the answer right here. Okay, don't worry if you don't get 8.2. If you get 8.3 or you get 8.1, the computer will mark it right. And now let me show you the fastest way to do this. Let's go to calculator, and let me clear this. Either way, the short or long way, you gotta type all this data in under stat edit and type it on L1. Okay, when you do that, after typing that, I mean, you go to stat, you move to the right to test, and then go all the way down until you find that option that says the interval. You press enter. Keep it here, highlight data, don't go to stats here. Make sure you have at least one for list. Frequency, leave it like this. Confidence level is 90%, so let me edit that, 0.90, and press calculate. Okay, what you get from here, from the calculator, is on the top part of this screen. That is the confidence interval. If you round it up to the first decimal place, you will have these numbers. Okay, so that's how you do this problem with the shortcut on the calculator.